Hello and welcome. Today we're going to change the rear liftgate power latch on a GMC Chevy Yukon Tahoe. These instructions are only applicable to 2007 through to 2014 models with a power liftgate mechanism. But first we need to identify whether or not you had this issue. When you press the button, you should hear the mechanism try to open, but the only result is that it fails to do so. It's important to understand that when you press the button, you should hear the mechanism power. When you use the door handle to open, you'll either struggle while opening or it will stay locked into place. When using the cabin switch, the same problems should be persistent and you should still hear the mechanism sounds. A short-term solution is switching to manual using the cabin switch here. This will disable the remote but allow you to use the door latch to open manually. It is worth noting to check the position of this switch before you start to make sure it's not the cause of your problem. To start, take a T30 Torx and remove the bolt from the hand inset. When ready, use force to pull out the hand inset. Using the same socket, now turn your attention to the pull-down handle. When ready, again, use force to pull the handle out. First, next to the latch, push up and unhook the casing. Look inside and remove any white panel pins. Now you'll be able to work your way around and remove the tailgate paneling. It is worth noting that it may be possible to remove the paneling just around the latch area, but this will vastly reduce your working area. When removing the right-hand side door paneling, be mindful of a small electrical cable, seen here. Disconnect the cable before you allow the panel to fall. This will prevent damage. Now you can undo the 3 retaining bolts for the latch. When you remove the bolts, the latch will still remain in position. When you remove the latch, note that it will be connected to a cable. Use a flathead screwdriver to carefully prise apart the connection. Be careful at this point not to crack the plastic housing. Now replace with the new latch mechanism. Now retain and tighten with the 3 bolts. And don't forget to reconnect the electrical cable. Now reattach the paneling around the latch area. At this point, you'll want to test to make sure everything is working before you place the paneling back into position. Once you've completed testing, reinstall the tailgate paneling. Use the back of your hand to pop the retainers back into position. Now replace the hand inset and the pull-down handle. Now you can complete your testing to make sure that all the buttons function correctly. Thank you for your time. We hope this has been helpful and saved you some money in the process.